go ahead and start recording. And if you wouldn't mind, if you would maybe just let me know who you are and where you're coming from, I would really appreciate that.
I'm Dalton Lape. I work with Owine Community School District.
Hi, Dalton. Good morning.
Good morning.
And you're with Owine?
Yep.
Wonderful.
I'm Delisa Ware. I'm with Council Bluffs Community School District as the Work-Based Learning Coordinator.
Council Bluffs. Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm Christina with Boys and Girls Club of Central Iowa, and I'm the Director of Corporate and Foundation Engagement. And I was the unit director for one of our sites, so I think that's why I'm still on it, on this call.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, great. Well, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we can look at the agenda together. All right, so I know that Brittany had been working with an organization called New BOCO and had been chatting with you guys about some potential professional development opportunities for this group. And we did hear back from them, and they offered us a few different choices. So I wanted to go through those with you and see if you had any feedback for me on which option you might be interested in, one more, whatever. And I think that Brittany also shared this with you guys too. So if you already, have feedback, then I can just take it. Otherwise, we can take a look at these choices together. Any initial thoughts on anything, or should we go ahead and dive in?
Let's just dive in.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree, because I don't know if I got this.
Oh, okay. Well, I can make sure to resend it afterward as well, so that everybody has a copy. So they let us know they've got a few different options of things that they can do for us. And it centers around computer science, which I'm gathering is one of the goals of this grant. And you'll have to forgive me. On our next meeting, I'm going to know everything about there is to know, but today I'm still just learning. So they can provide some training around computer science, CS discoveries. Now this is for grades 6 through 10, and I think we're all talking about high school students in your programming. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the standards, they say, are a little more aligned with middle schools, but it does say appropriate 6 through 10. So I don't know if maybe freshmen and some sophomores would be suitable for this kind of programming. And the other thing that I thought was interesting is if the high school already offers a computer science principles course, then this program might be a good fit for an after-school program to complement it, because we always want to align with what's happening during the school day too. And they can offer technical assistance throughout the year, which I thought was attractive as well. So that's one option. Another was they could host a code event for the students in your program, which could be cool too, and potentially check some type of I'm not sure what kind of engagement box you have to have, or if there's any kind of family engagement, or if they could include families in this type of thing. I'm not sure. We'd have to check with them. But that would be a free class, and then could potentially lead in to some additional things. And that would be like a one-time type deal. And then I think finally they would be able to offer some feedback on how to engage with partners, and just maybe some good talking points as some places to start with conversations and building those partner relationships and speaking with students. So from this feedback that Brittany offered, are there any, you have any thoughts, or any of these more attractive than the others? I think initially we're thinking about having them come to our committee meeting on July 8th and present. And then of course it could lead to, you know, something more from there if we wanted to continue a relationship, or if you wanted to work with them on your own.
Mm-hmm.
I think the second option with the one time would be better for us. We already have computer science in both the high schools,
Okay.
and they're accredited and they get college certificate or diploma from it.
Okay.
And so we've already got all of this in place. So the one-time event would be probably best for us.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For Owen's sake, I'm not sure what we have right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know there is a computer programming like class through the community college, so I'm not sure on what would be best for us. So I'll have to talk to the superintendent and see what he wants. The building principal got deployed, so he's going to be gone through October 1st.
Wow. All right.
I know that we have some computer classes at one of our club sites, which is our ET Meredith one, which is connected with East High School.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that they're doing some career pathways programs, as well as like a computer thing. I think that I would need to talk to their actual unit director just to make sure, just to verify that they are actually doing that.
Right. All right. Well, as we're looking at a July 8th training, it seems like we have a little bit of time to get feedback to them. Do you guys want to maybe settle on a date that you think would be reasonable to come back with additional feedback? I know, Delisa, we're thinking the one-time local coding program would be most attractive for Council Bluffs, but Dalton and Christina, do you think, you know, a week?
Yeah, I could probably get back to you sometime next week, just because on next Thursday I leave for Hawaii and will not be back till July 10th. So,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay. Okay.
But I can get back to you by early next week, just to let you know, once I communicate with our ET Meredith coordinator.
Okay. That sounds great.
Yep. When you send me this document, I'll forward it on to the people that I think should make the decision.
Okay. Well, and I don't know that we're necessarily just totally locked in. If we decide, hey, we want to have them come and talk about the coding event,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and they come and we love it and we listen and we think they're fantastic, then, you know, this committee can always decide, well, let's ask them if they'll come back and talk about the other options too,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Okay, great. All right. Well, anything else before we kind of move on to the next agenda item?
No.
No. Okay. All right. So moving on, I'm not quite sure what the conversation will be around these. I don't know if who would usually kind of facilitate the conversation. Would it be Vic or
Well, a lot of times it would be Brittany,
Okay.
Crystal before that, but our
Okay.
financial person took a new job, and so we're actually in transition. We have
Okay.
hired for finance, but her contract won't start till July 1st.
Okay.
So normally it would have been Nikki Clausen on the
Got
call
it.
with us, and so she's gone, and I don't know what the financial side looks like. That's not my.
Got it. So is Nikki Clausen no longer with the district at all then, or?
No.
She's not. Okay.
No, her and her husband opened a business, so she's like, I better
wow.
on that.
That's amazing. Okay, well, I'll take her off the distribution list then for sure. Good for her.
So, but Elena Zalar, she's already on the she was underneath Crystal, or not Crystal, sorry. Gosh, no, Nikki. She was underneath Nikki, and so she's moving up into Nikki's spot.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's already on the mailing list for us.
Okay. So Elena will move into that position. Great. Well, that's helpful for you guys. She already kind of understands everything that's going on, right?
Yeah, yep.
Nice to have that institutional knowledge.
It is.
Great.
So reporting, I don't know. Normally we have a sheet that we've filled out before a meeting.
Oh, okay. That might have some feedback items on it, or?
Yeah, and I didn't get a sheet to fill out this time.
Okay. So there should be a reporting document. I'll find out what that is.
And then Vic does the questions from the feds.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming there's nothing terribly pressing right now then, or we would know about it.
Right.
Great. Okay, well, let's just power through then, and maybe you can get some of your time back this morning. Any details from your work? Any best practices or?
So we have received a grant from Iowa. We got the teacher parent apprenticeship grant.
Oh, and wonderful.
So, yeah, so we're going to have 5 students start this fall, and then in 2023 another 5 students, so 10 total that'll go through and get their associates in education.
Wow.
Yep. And
was that an Iowa grant, a state grant?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice.
So, and we are also addressing adults on that side, but that doesn't really have anything to do with us in this committee.
Okay. Well, no, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
So, yeah.
Great.
We're also going to be creating a website for our pathways. That way, because right now we have a program of study and it's this giant book that kids aren't going to look through. So we're creating a website that are connected to QR codes. That way, the kid says, oh, I want to be a welder. Take a picture of that one for welding, and what classes do you need to take and what can you do for work-based learning.
That's terrific. And will that be something that will be available just to Council Bluffs students, or is that part of this committee work?
It'll be, well, so that'll be directly on our website. I'm sure everybody can look at it. I don't have control over how they're going to publish it and put it out, but
okay.
Yeah, and I'm sure if you look up, you can see our program of study on our website.
Okay. Wonderful. So it'll be like a library where students can go in and type in what they're interested in and have a direct connection to information.
Right, and then it'll also direct them to our career platform, Zello. I don't know if everybody else uses Zello. But it'll take them to that career platform where they can, we have Matchmaker on there, and I don't know, are you familiar, Heidi, with Zello?
I am not, no.
Okay. Yeah, it's our career and college platform.
Okay. And that's something you use too, Dalton? I saw you shaking your head or nodding your head. Yeah.
Yep. We just, last year was year 1 of it. So we're still learning it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff you can do with it that's, I think, very beneficial and makes other things less time consuming.
Yeah, and I think that it'll be easier for us reporting to you because it's all gonna be, you know, like, look, we just print off a sheet and it's all there.
Oh, fantastic. So is the use of that program then something that came out of this grant?
So we had looked into it as a district the year before the grant.
Okay.
So this is year 3 for us.
Year 3. Okay.
Well, we're going to start year 3.
Yeah, but basically all you do is you find whatever class you teach, you can click on it, and then, so like one of my classes, I have 120 students signed up for it next year.
Oh my gosh.
So,
wow.
And that's like a future planning class.
Wow.
So I'll see basically one whole grade at a time.
Oh, is that a future ready?
Yep, it's a future ready class.
Future ready class? Wonderful. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Now, I do know the Zello part would not be accessible to other people. That's private to the students and their parents, but.
Okay. Okay. Great. Well, it looks like I've got some things to get to you all regarding the new BOCO options, and then some updates that I need to make. And I'm going to dig in here after this meeting and learn all I can from Brittany. And I apologize again. We had a COVID outbreak in our office this week, and it's just been nuts. No. So we're trying to kind of pick up the slack. So thank you for being so gracious with me. All right. Well, I'm going to give you the rest of the hour back, and I look forward to working with you and talk to you soon. Have a great weekend.
Thanks. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.